I watched your documentary. It was great.
Thank you. It's really a good. You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's crazy. I mean, what do you go through for this?
I know. And I look back, and I had to watch it because I had to sign off on it, and I was like fired up after I saw it. I was like, man, now I want to do something else. I want to do it again, and oh, we're really excited.
Well, I'm excited to dive into it. The documentary is called Code Red: Diaries of Madness. And before that, though, here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passion. You obviously have a big passion of motivating, helping people. Where did that kind of come from? Let's talk about your journey first before we get into the documentary.
Yeah, I was raised very poor in the mountains of northern Idaho, and when it was time for us to go to college, us girls, we had to pay our own way. So I started fighting as a way to just pay my way through college. I had no I didn't care about boxing. It was just a way to make ends meet. Now, I happen to be a pretty good fighter, and I happen to climb the world ranking system and all that stuff. But so here I am in a top three most dangerous female on the planet, an elite level athlete, and then I start to get fat. And I'm like, why am I getting fat? I'm an elite level athlete. This doesn't make any sense. And so I couldn't find an answer. I was just told, you got to exercise more. You got to exercise more. You got to move more. And I'm thinking, I'm riding my road bike 300 miles a week. There's no way I can exercise. I'm going to blow out a knee.
Yeah.
So I started looking into my own weight problem and my own. In fact, I have really severe IBS, and I had like all these different problems. I had acne really bad. I always looked ashy and gross, and nobody could help me. I figured out it was my diet. And so when I was able to change my diet and lose the weight, that's when I thought, wait a minute, losing weight has nothing to do with shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. And that's what made me want to create the Code Red lifestyle and spread the message of hope and healing to the world.
I love that. Well, you mentioned you're a professional boxer. Then you decided you want to get into
I did a
bodybuilding
bodybuilding
contest.
yeah,
Competition. Yeah.
right, fitness bodybuilding. And I did that 21, 22, 23 years ago. I did that, yeah, 2002. So 23 years ago, I got on stage because I've always been passionate about bodybuilding. And then I decided to get back on stage all 20 plus years later. But I've done all kinds of different sports. I've been an athlete for many decades.
Oh, absolutely. And the documentary shows you getting ready for the Arnold Classic, which in the middle of it, you find out it's canceled, which is like, whoa. And then I really love how it showcased you really had problem motivating yourself, like to keep going because it's like, well, I don't have a goal right now. That was kind of like my favorite aspect of the film.
Mine too, because I really, you guys just see in the film kind of what happened. I really lost drive. I lost momentum. I lost everything I'd had. I've been going so hard for months and months and months, making good progress, not cheating. My coach would not give me a cheat meal because we had such a huge goal in such a short amount of time. And I couldn't keep going. I didn't want to keep going. I really lost momentum. And so what kept me going? I mean, partly the fact that I had cameras around me, surrounding me all the time. I mean, what was I supposed to do at that point? Give up and then the world would see that I'm a complete and total loser? I mean, partly it was like, Cristy, it's just not in my nature to just to stop halfway through anything. I mean, I've got multiple awards. I've got lots of things, lots of accolades under my belt because I never gave up when other people gave up. I mean, you got to keep going. It doesn't matter what it is. If you keep going, you will reach the end. And so that's partly why I'm just not a quitter. See it through to the end. But let me tell you, Stephen, I wanted to quit. I wanted to be like, screw this. With the cameras, we're always rolling.
Uh, I love that. And then, well, you did find another competition to go to. I got asked. I mean, you got to feel so vulnerable when you're up on stage at these bodybuilding contests because you're wearing basically almost nothing, you know?
Oh yeah, it's super. You guys will see the part in the film where I put on my bikini for the first time. It's just I've never worn anything so skimpy in my life, and it's very very vulnerable feeling to get on stage. People ask me a lot, which one's harder, boxing or fighting or the bikini competition. Oh, hands down the bikini competition because you're being judged on every single angle, every muscle, every striation, every separation, every lighting, everything is being judged. Your hair, your makeup, your smile, your hand movement, the way you have your finger, the way you point your toe. So when I walk backstage and I saw the other girls in my age category, and I was thinking, I was actually like, these girls look amazing. I mean, I couldn't believe it. But you let it all hang out. There is nothing left of the imagination when you get on stage with almost nothing and everybody, hundred thousands upon tens of thousands of people watching. It's a really vulnerable, very humbling.
Oh my goodness. Well, the movie drops April 12th. It's going to be available on all streaming platforms. Everyone check it out. Anything else in the works to let us talk about? Maybe you want to dive more into your Code Red lifestyle that the kind of documentary kind of goes on?
Yeah, we do. I have the whole documentary. The reason it was such a great comeback film and it showed resilience and perseverance and grit is because I have other irons in the fire. I have a Belgian Malinois working dog, which should only be used for military and police work. Well, I have that dog, and I'm having to. It's a full-time job right there. I'm running a multi-million-dollar company with many employees and many subcontractors and lots of clients who need me to show up. I've got other things that I'm trying to. I think during the film at one point, I don't know if we showed this during the film, but we had a storm hit my shipping warehouse and the roof came off my shipping warehouse. And so it's like, good God, I had to get on a plane the next morning. I mean, the hits just keep on coming in this film, Stephen. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And I think that's what really, because I think that's what slows people down. I know people are going to walk away from this film. They're going to be like, I can do more than what I'm doing, because you're going to see all the crap I went through and how I continue to get up like Rocky Balboa every time I got hit. And I think that's what's really inspiring about the whole thing.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to have all your social media links down below. Everyone check it out. It comes up April 12th. Thank you so much for taking your time to talk to me. I know you're very busy.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate this opportunity.